Welcome to another episode of Whisk-Eats with a dear friend, Brian. Introduce yourself, B.
Be Claire.
Be Claire.
What's going on?
That's what's up, my brother. We're glad to have him join with me on Whisk-Eats. We've been talking about doing this for quite some time now, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute, so it's good.
Years.
Yeah.
Years
in the works. And so this segment, what we do is, Brian, you want to explain a little bit what we do?
Well, what we do is, this is going to be called a fresh crack. So as you can see, this bottle of Larceny has not been opened. And so we want to get the feel, the taste, the texture. And so we can tell you if it's a go or if it's a no.
And so how we do that is we're going to crack it up fresh, and then we're going to come back the next week and taste it again. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to see the first segment, and then, of course, we're going to fast forward. You ain't going to stay here the whole week, but we're going to fast forward to the next week, and then you're going to see that segment as well. Let's get this fresh crack, this bottle pop. Larceny. Oh, before we do crack it, it is Larceny C923. This actually came in second place at Fred Middick's Whiskey of the Year. He reviewed over 100 bourbons. This one came in second, and Larceny A123 came in third. Now, it is 126 proof, and it has a great story behind it, but we're not here for the story. We're here for the taste. And we're going to give y'all the taste of this real fast. So let me get that fresh crack. All right, so here's the bottle crack. I'll take off that plastic first. Don't want it to... Nice. Sounds good. All right, let's go ahead and get it started.
And this is what you call a taste. We're tasting it, testing it.
Taste test. Phone me off the hook. Larceny. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna nose it. We're gonna see what's up with the nose. See if it smells good. And you let me know what you get out of it, and I'll let you know what I get out of it. Man, that's a real smooth nose there.
Yeah, I like to do the side nose. No, TP likes to do the full nose.
I do both.
I'm trying to avoid, putting some booger action going on. Because that will change up the whole taste.
that will change up the taste for sure.
Oh, that's nice.
What you get? Some things you get.
I smell a little vanilla.
Okay, you smell vanilla. I'm gonna describe that color real fast. That color right there, that is definitely close to a burnish. Burnish, almost a cherry. The wheated bourbon. I smell some vanilla, caramel.
I'm getting a little of that caramel too.
Yeah.
Not smoky.
A little toffee.
It's subtle.
It's a real subtle. It's not really strong in the nose area for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, you can tell the difference when you're drinking certain bourbons. You take a sniff and all your nostril hairs burn off. You probably didn't pay too much for it.
Hey.
Or maybe you did.
All right, so time for the taste. You ready to go in?
Do it.
Wow.
Man, that's smooth. 126 proof.
126 proof, yep. It is right? Yep, 126.4. Wow. That is really good.
No burn, nothing.
Real smooth. So I got a little heat going in myself. Not necessarily that ethanol, but you definitely feel the proof in it. At least for me. It's let me just tell you some of the tasting notes. I definitely taste like a muddled fruits, like prunes and brown sugars, caramel, toffee,
cinnamon.
Yep,
kind of stood out to me.
Okay,
that cinnamon.
I can see that. Go back in for it.
It's It's so weird, that second taste, a little bit stronger than the first one. It's still smooth.
Okay. Yeah, it's got some heat on it.
That caramel is nice though.
Yeah. With some cherry in it.
Yeah, this is definitely, I know you're gonna talk about it a little bit later. You can definitely see why this has won awards.
Yeah, it's and that's the thing about wheat whiskeys. They do well, especially with whiskey reviewers, because of the silkiness, the smoothness of wheat. It's really a soft whiskey, and a lot of times that really acclimates to the palate.
I almost feel like we starting too high.
Yeah, we probably should did some bones farm first. We should have started off.
We're gonna be expecting to go up, right? And I think it's gonna stay.
This is the top, right? We're gonna be old granddad next, which is a solid bourbon. It is a solid bourbon.
We got first and last.
That's the end of Whisk-Eats.
Yeah, that's good though.
All right, so final take. What you think so far from the first crack?
You mean score?
No, it's just
taste.
Yeah, we will score it on the last.
Excellent. As far as the bourbons I've had, it's up there. It's up there.
It is. I can
Weeded
attest
bourbons.
To it. Yeah, it's it's right in that ballpark. I ain't gonna say it's as good as what's the Michigan bourbon
distillery.
No, let me Corset Whips.
Okay.
Journeyman. I think that one's a little bit better weeded bourbon to me so far. This is the first crack. We'll find out next week.
I get that. It's tough. I don't know if I can say it right now. You know, when you in the moment and you're drinking, and then you're trying to compare something that you're not drinking at the moment, it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough.
I'm with you. I hear you.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the first segment. Y'all stay tuned for the second segment coming up in a week.
1 week later.
Welcome back to Whisk-Eats. We're going to continue the review of the Larceny Barrel, and now it is the next week. So here we are reviewing it to see if it changed, if it got better or worse, or stayed the same. Last week was pretty good. And so we're gonna kind of go into it now and see how it is. And the color hasn't changed. The color hasn't changed at all. Still a nice mahogany, burnished type of color. But now how's that smell? Man, I'm telling you, that smell is really, really nice. I'm getting brown sugar. What you get on that, B?
Man, you said brown sugar? Smell that a little bit. Yeah. Smell a little bit of caramel.
That's one of the caramel note. Little hints of vanilla, some cherry muddled fruits. That cherry that you know, when we was kids, we used to get those cherry cough drops.
Man. This kind of remind me of learning how to order the difference between a neat bourbon and straight up. You know,
explain it to us, man.
Yeah, so I used to think they were the same. So but I had to learn that you order neat comes like this: straight bourbon, straight from the bottle. Now, if you get it straight up, they're gonna chill it first, throw some ice cubes, shake it up, and strain it for you. So, just a little tidbit I learned that can help you.
We all learning today. I appreciate that feedback. Man, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
We're
going.
You ready to go in? That's good. Yeah. For it to be 126 proof, it does not drink like one. It drinks probably about 115, in my opinion. That is a really solid bourbon. And we'll score it in a minute, but just based off of the notes I got, what do you get off your flavor notes?
Man. I'm getting a little cinnamon.
Okay. I can see that.
What you thinking?
Same thing. I'm getting the Vegas spices, though. So I taste some cinnamon, nutmeg, caramel.
Caramel is real prevalent. Vanilla.
I'm tasting that cherry. It's like almost everything is translating from my nose to my palate. From cherry to muddled fruits. Yeah, this is a solid bourbon. All right, so now this is our scorecard. This is what we do now is we're gonna score it to see where it's gonna rank. And this will be our first ranking. So everything else will line up either better than this or below it. And how we do it is to break down our scorecard as the smell will be between 1 through 25. Taste to be 1 through 25. Mouthfeel be 1 through 25. And the finish is 1 through 25. And then wherever it scores, if it falls between the total score falls between 1 through 10, toilet bowl worthy. I mean, don't even look at it. Do not buy it. We say it's toilet bowl worthy.
Y'all pretty sure it's not gonna be toilet bowl worthy because
yeah, it ain't gonna.
We already kind of get out of the way.
Yeah.
It
ain't gonna be toilet bowl.
Let's see how we get.
Let's see what happened. All right, so now we got our final score. And for the smell, I rated it an 18, which is high, but to me it's not the best nose I smelled. It's kind of, the nose for me at least wasn't as potent as I like, but it still was a solid nose. So I rated it an 18. Now taste, I gave it a 20. It's very solid bourbon. It's a very, very good bourbon. The mouthfeel was very filling. 17. I gave it a 17 on the mouthfeel. But it did fall off just a tad bit for me. And the finish, I gave it a 20. The finish is long. It's not a strong finish, but it's presence. So that's my score. What you give it, B?
Okay, so we close, but not close. I'm at a 93.
93, okay, all right. You really liked it.
So yeah, this was one of those ones for me.
Mm-hmm.
So for the smell, I gave it a 23.
Okay.
You know, for me, when I was able to get all of those complex smells all at once, it was what did it for me.
Okay.
Now the taste, I had a 24.
24 on the taste, okay.
Yeah. Able to feel all those notes, and I really appreciate the bourbon for what it was.
All right.
Now the mouthfeel, I gave it a 24.
And 24 on the mouthfeel, okay.
Yeah. Kind of made me feel like home. I felt like I was a
Some
little
breakfast.
kid. I was a little baby being born, and the doctor was pulling me out. And then they cut the umbilical cord, and that's when I woke up and gave my score.
Wow.
Now the finish.
That's deep.
Yeah, keep your comments to
That's deep.
Now the finish, I gave it a 22. Like
Okay.
you said, I kind of agree with you. It kind of fell off a little bit toward the end. Great bourbon though.
Yep.
So, you know.
Total 93 you got. So add my score to
168.
yours. And then divide it by 2. So the total score for our review would be 87.
Ooh, very close. 84.
Okay, 84.
Yep.
So the total score for this bourbon, when you combine both of our scores together and divide it by 2, is 84. And I'm gonna tell you this, man, this is really a solid bourbon. And so if you find it for MSRP, I think it's like $69 or even a little bit more, I would grab it. I would grab it. I know B liked it a lot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like you said, you can get it at that price, but
how much would you pay for it?
For this bottle?
What's the most you would pay for it?
The most. 70.
70.
80,
Okay.
80 maybe.
80. Okay.
If it's not available and somebody's selling it and I just want it.
Yeah.
But that's probably the highest.
Okay. Yeah, about the same for me. I'll pay 80. 85 at the most. It is solid. Now, if you told me that it was running for $99, I can see that. I can see why it would be that much because it is a very, very good bourbon. So total score 84. Highly recommended. If you see it, C923, last year's final batch of the Larceny Barrel Proof. Now, this was last year's, and it no doubt came in second place in Fred Minnick's Bourbon of the Year reviews. So,
and it's one of the first weeded to rate that high or get that high of praise. So that's something to be accomplished. That's an accomplishment there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, anything else?
But now the Z5. Have you tried the Z5?
Ooh, the Z.
Yeah.
No, I have not.
No, they got one. You can only get it on the space station in Mars.
That's what happens when you go to Europe. You start to think you know everything.
Yeah. So I mean, I tried it once. Bottle's like $5,000. You know, but it's we're not here to talk about prices.
Right.
Stuff like that. Nah.
I'm keeping that in too, by the
way. No,
all right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us at another episode of Whisk-Eats. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and always drink responsibly and moderately. All right, y'all have a good day.
Take care now.